Ayo. Welcome into CHGO Bets Daily. Presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 free bets up to $2,000. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. My co-host, Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. And our producer at the bottom of the screen is Lawrence Benedetto.
The law dog. Hey, Benedetto.
I got to say, Lawrence, the music was sick. It absolutely worked. It
bangs.
Awesome.
It should be the music every time.
I think so.
It is the music
talk.
every time when we're in studio, but on the StreamYard format here, it is a little wonky. Plus, I have to be on camera here for me to actually play the music. So, hi. No, you're just
Hi.
with me on
Welcome.
camera.
Oh, wait, stay.
People love you.
Yeah.
People are here to see you.
I got to be honest. So first off, I snubbed my mother yesterday when we did a Mother's Day show, Cody. I felt bad. I should have gave more of a shout out to my mom. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your agent.
Shout out to my agent. Happy belated Mother's Day. But she said she loves Lawrence. Lawrence is one of her favorite parts of the show.
Thank you, Sean's mom and agent.
Right?
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Shout out to Sean's mom
yes.
for watching.
Happy Mother's Day and Agents Day.
You gotta watch out. Happy Agents Day is one that I think people mostly forget. Today on CHGO Bets, we'll be updating you on our bank, how we're doing. I'm doing all right. I'm not doing great, but I'm doing all right. Cody is doing, he's treading water still at a very high level. It just takes a couple. It just takes a little bit of a run to get Cody back on a hot streak. So we'll talk about our banks. We'll give you our big threes of the night, and we'll probably throw out some other bets here and there because Cody probably usually bets about 10 times a day.
Seriously,
It seems like it. I think yesterday I went into all my bets with like $70 in my account and ended with 152. So yeah,
there
sounds
you go.
about right.
Not
That
bad.
works.
Anything stick out over the past weekend? What was like the biggest take home bet that you hit that was like, all right, we're good? I still got the
Mookie
touch.
Betts, betting on Mookie Betts all three games against the Cubs
To get a
Were
hit.
you doing the
what'd you
2+ bases? What were you doing?
two plus bases.
Yeah.
Did 2+ bases for him in game 1 of the doubleheader. I thought about doing it in game 2, but I didn't like the matchup. Wish I would have because he had a homer. And then last night I think he had a double or something. I cashed it pretty early. That was never a doubt. Game one he didn't get it. It was Trey Turner who got it for me. But he did. And then I wish I had taken bets at night, like in game 2 of that doubleheader. And then I took it last night too, with Justin Steele starting. So it was a righty versus lefty matchup. So that's why I took it. And it was at like plus 120. I was like, oh, all right, I'll ride with this.
Always place bets on bets.
Yeah, and betting against the Cubs apparently sounded like it worked out for you this weekend. Betting for the White Sox worked, as you could see from the title. We're talking about White Sox coming off a sweep. They are getting Yoan Moncada back too, so this should be a boost to their lineup. We got some bets with that. I had one bet that I was pretty proud of. I want to share with you guys. I did ride the live money line for the Sox on Saturday. They were down, I think it was 3-0, 3-1. I took the point spread actually. I think it was tied up. It was 1-0 or something like that. My bad. But I took the spread -1.5 at plus 135, turned $8.83 into 20.75. So that was my nicest bet of the weekend. I took the day off on Thursday. I avoided it. We will talk about the Derby in a second here, losing money with that. But yeah, that was my biggest one, making sure that I had faith in the Sox, and I stopped watching, Cody. I don't know if you have the same, what's it called? Is it superstition of when you stop watching your team, they will start performing better? That's what happened to me on Saturday.
No, I don't really follow that superstition. I can't help. Like I have to watch. If I don't watch, then I just hate myself. So it's either watch and be miserable or don't watch and hate myself.
Miserable.
So yeah, I'm miserable no matter what. Yeah. You mentioned live betting the White Sox. I pulled a U and I got scared. Scared money don't make money. I wanted to live bet the White Sox yesterday, and I didn't do it because I thought the Red Sox were due, and then they weren't. And I was like, God damn it, why did I not do this? And it was a juicy bet yesterday. The Red Sox were pretty heavy favorites yesterday, all things considered. And I was like, they stink. They actually
they
are
do.
like just as bad as the Cubs, except they actually have expectations. And it's like when
That's
the thing about
worse.
the Red Sox is right. Yeah. The thing about the Red Sox is that like, when are they going to finally start hitting? And Dallas Keuchel, like that was the reason that I didn't do it. Because like Dallas Keuchel obviously hasn't been very good, but yesterday he was good. Or the Red Sox offense just stinks. I don't know, but yeah, that's my one regret from the weekend.
I was today years old when I found out that Dallas Keuchel married Kelly Nash of MLB Network.
Oh, you just don't listen to the show then. I mean, Herb mentioned anytime Herb brings up Dallas Keuchel, he mentions that he just recently got married to Kelly Nash. Yeah, that's the only reason why I know it is because Herb always brings it up. So just shows that Lawrence needs to listen to my show more. So thanks, Lawrence.
I do.
You want to talk about your horses?
Yeah. So
you lost money. That sucks.
Yeah, we want to bring up the banks. Like, Jesus, that was rough. So, I mean, I'll say this. Cody, you were talking to me pre-show about how you thought, oh, yeah, Messier was right there, had it. That's not how I basically knew I was dead because I bet on Messier, as Jim Miller last week was telling us.
I think we all did, right?
Riding on. Yeah.
And
basically, as they came out of the final turn, you just knew he was dead. You just knew that like he was going to get swallowed up. He just didn't have the momentum. And plus Zandon, the key to me was Zandon, which was the closing horse. He was basically in fifth, like the whole backstretch and the whole way, and not 20 lengths back. Like he had a good route there, and he was like stalking position. I knew he was going to overtake Messier, and I knew that was dead. But like, I didn't expect Messier to completely stop. I mean, he stopped in like the final furlong.
I mean, he finished, I think, like 12 lengths or something like that behind.
Just brutal.
It was brutal because literally 3/4 of that race he was leading, and it's literally that last quarter, and it's absurd. The shot that you see of Rich Strike, who is truly at nearly the back of the pack of that race, and he is weaving in and out of the horse traffic to get to
the overhead like drone cam of it from like around the turn is amazing. And I don't know what size battery the jockey shoved into that horse's neck, but it worked very well. And holy my God, goodness, paid $163.60 to win and $74 to play. I mean, $29.40 to show on a $2 bet.
That's absurd.
That's insanity.
Yeah, and I mean, truly, right there. If you put $100 down on Rich Strike, you would have struck it rich, like $8,000 to yourself if you placed a bet on Rich Strike just for the fun of it. And I think that's my favorite part of the Derby. They've been running it for 148 years for a reason, Cody. It is the fastest 2 minutes in sports, and they finish at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And it's just crazy that literally this horse basically walks off the street. I compared it to Jake Lamb coming in, being subbed into the home run derby at the last second against like Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, and winning the damn thing. I mean, like truly just like movie stuff.
And it's to compare it from a Cubs version, it's like Tony Campana coming on off the street to just race anyone. He's one of the fastest players the Cubs have ever had that I can remember. I mean, it's like, just out of nowhere.
It was wild. Like the best part was the announcer who was like, oh my goodness, as it was happening. Cause like, he's like, oh yeah, he's thinking Epicenter, Zandon, like just down the stretch. It's going to be those two. They're the two favorites. Here's my call. It's going to be great. And then all of a sudden he's like, holy shit, lose this fucking horse. So,
and I'm sorry about White Abarrio too. That was another loss for you. It's a pretty horse though. It was a beautiful horse.
Yeah.
I put $25 on. I put $25 on 4 different horses to win, and none of them
were Rich Strike.
Epicenter was the closest one, and
he was close.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was close.
Yeah.
And there you go. Now you've learned, Cody, in your first adventure in horse betting or horse racing, is that you should probably sprinkle 3 to win, and then just put the last one on the long shot because it could happen. Yeah. I mean, it happened with like Animal Kingdom.
It happened
with Mind That Bird, all that stuff. I mean, it's happened before.
Apparently,
what happened again?
Is it really like the greatest upset in sports history? 80 to 1.
Anything? It's the second largest. He's the second largest long shot to win the Derby. I believe
that's
wild.
Yeah, I think Giacomo was, but I mean, it's just I don't know, absurd because the last minuteness of it. And Jim Miller's talking about, all 20 of these horses can win on Wednesday with us, and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, Jim, I bet.
But that's the thing. Rich Strike wasn't even in the race when we talked to Jim Miller. He was like he was the 21st horse out of a 20-horse field. So.
And Jim ended up picking Messier and said all of his picks were wrong. But in the end, he was right that any horse could have won because the one that wasn't even in the damn race on Friday ends up winning it. It was fun stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it, Cody. And I liked having Jim Miller on. Hopefully we can do that with the other Triple Crown races as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two. All right. If you want to help support CHGO, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. If that's not it, you can make a $50 or more first-time deposit. You receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we will help you out. If you get a free CHGO membership, you'll be getting access to premium written content from our fantastic beat writers. You'll be getting access into the CHGO Lounge. It's a Discord where you can access all of our CHGO community members and personalities, we can call it. So if you have any questions about your Cubs, your Sox, your Bulls, your Bears, you have hundreds of fans of our community members in that chat hanging out. So this is a fantastic deal if you're looking to place some bets on the bets that we're going to give you tonight. Cody's got a big 3. I got a big 3. I got some parlay. Hopefully we can help you win some money, because if you win money, probably means that we're winning money as well. Again, if you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com and we will help you out. Online signup is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Cody, how are you living your bet life today?
All right.
Here's the bank real quick, just so we know. Just so
I kind of said earlier, at 152 coming into today, already kind of lost money. I had money on the Yankees to cover 1.5. What did they win by? They win 1-0. So screw the entire state of New York. You're dead to me.
Here you go. Here's your big 3.
So yeah, here's what I got tonight. Let's start with the old classic. Brewers -1.5 at +100 against the Reds. Reds are now 4-17 against the spread. They actually won, or no, they covered. They at least covered this weekend twice out of the 3 games with Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's a streak. 2 in a row.
Yeah. I'm still riding. Again, they're playing Milwaukee. Like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna keep riding it for a little bit. We'll see what happens. But I actually thought the Pirates would play much better in this series just based off how they've played against other teams. But, the Reds have to get some wins in there sometimes, right? So we're back on the Brewers tonight. I think Brandon Woodruff goes for Milwaukee too. So I think at +100, I will take that. Let's see. Celtics money line -105. They're like a 1-point favorite or 1-point underdog against Milwaukee on the road. So it's pretty much a toss-up. They're down 2-1 in the series. They had every chance to win the last game. Marcus Smart literally did everything he could on that last play, but they fell short. I honestly think the series is at least going 6 or 7 games. So I think Boston needs to win this game tonight. Not that I don't think Milwaukee's going to come out and not try, but I think Celtics definitely feel like they're more with their backs against the wall. So with just basically a toss-up, I'll take the Celtics here. And then Cubs Padres tonight. No run first inning. Kyle Hendricks against Mackenzie Gore. Mackenzie Gore is kind of putting himself in the NL Rookie of the Year talk, the way he started out with the Padres. And then Kyle Hendricks goes for the Cubs. And I know he is sus in the first inning throughout his career. And I know in his last start, he gave up a first inning homer to Jose Abreu, but and he's also not been very good on the road. But I don't know. I just feel I feel based off his start in San Diego last year, I'm feeling pretty good about his chances
Vegas,
tonight.
Vegas
to go at least one inning.
Yeah, Vegas agrees with you. I think that was what -150.
It was like -150.
Yeah. So I mean, the odds aren't super juiced on that. So I think they would agree with you there. And can we just see our bank again?
Sure.
Cody, what happened last time Kyle Hendricks was on the mound in the first inning?
Yeah, he gave up a run in the first inning. I said that.
Oh,
man.
yeah, right. And Jose Abreu hit the home run. That's why I have $62 in my bank, right?
Yeah, that's why you had
Jose
Abreu had that. Yes.
to hit
Yeah,
a
except
home
now
run.
you
I
have
just wanted to-
35. So
No,
what
I just want
happened?
to talk about it. Well, I lost money, Lawrence.
Okay.
I'm a bad gambler. I am historically a horrible, horrible, horrible gambler. And that's why if I say a bet and don't actually bet it, that means you should bet it and you'll win money.
Yes.
So that's the formula that we figured out. I do like Cody's odds here. I do like Cody's thinking here. I think that we're going to roll with the Brewers money line. I do have a 2-team parlay. I'm going to ride the Brewers -1.5 with you, Cody, and the White Sox -1.5. That's about plus 300 odds there. So we'll see if the Brewers and White Sox can win by 1.5 runs or more. I think that the Sox will be able to bat around Plesac tonight. And here comes Jack R saying, "Shut up, Sean." Hey, you got a Cubs fan here to defend you, Cody. Don't get too down. And I do like your Celtics play here. I would just suggest, just because it is such a pick'em with the Bucks and the Nets here, I think that you can pick your team, Bucks or Celtics. I picked the Bucks personally tonight, and then just parlay that with the Warriors, because if the Warriors lose tonight, I will be absolutely shocked. They're 10-point favorites right now. Morant,
John Morant's definitely out. Yeah.
So I just think that.
But what was the Grizz record without Morant this season?
It was pretty good, but that's
I
regular
understand,
season, though,
but that's
man.
why I'm staying away from the spread here, and that's why I'm just taking money lines, and you can get yourself some nice money here. I think the Warriors are going to win. I think people will be pretty shocked if they don't, and looking at the Bucks here, I just think that they're a better team, and I think that they're probably going to try to take advantage of going up 3-1. But hey, I think there's more debate there in the Celtics Bucks game rather than that Warriors Grizzlies game. Just because
the last game was
so
pretty close. Yeah, the last game was pretty close. I like I said, I really think that series at least going 6 or 7 games. So, again, it was 1 point. So it's like it's kind of dumb to even take the spread. Might as well just take the money line on whoever you think wins. Now, do I think Milwaukee's a better team? Yeah, but Celtics also played they were basically played like the best team in the second half of the NBA season. They played pretty well in that first round.
No
series.
Middleton. No, it's definitely a very even series. Yeah,
I think that I just feel like this is a back against the wall type situation for the Celtics, and they have the experience and the coaching, I feel like. And again, they were right there at the very end of the game. Marcus Smart literally almost extended that game at the very end. So, they obviously got to get better production out of Jason Tatum. I know he didn't play well in his last game, but
Cody,
and he's a good enough player. I think that he bounces back tonight, and
they have a good enough player in Jason Tatum, a good enough player. I mean, you named all the things that the Celtics have: experience, coaching, a good enough Jason Tatum. They don't have Giannis.
Jason Tatum had a really
here?
bad game, though.
Yeah, and who never has a bad game, or it never feels like he has a bad game. And even when he has a bad game, he's a guy that you have to put all your energy into having a bad game. I mean, I feel stupid betting against Giannis. That's all I just. I mean, he's just so damn good. They have not been able to stop it.
Yeah, you could definitely spin zone it into like Milwaukee's at home and they're 1-point favorites. Yeah, might as well. It's not a bet. I feel like either one is an okay bet. I don't think you're.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing. It's I'm just saying, if you want if you want to win money, if you want to win more money, I would say whoever you're picking with the Bucks and Celtics, just parlay that with the Warriors, because you'll end up winning more money. I like Jabari's here. Celtics +1, Golden State's team total over 116.5, and the Brewers money line. We're all on the Brewers money line. If you want to win money, take the Brewers money line.
Sean, let's see. What do we got
here? It took me so long. It took me so long to finally start betting on the Brewers. Here's my big three: Guardians and the White Sox to have a run in the first inning. I think the White Sox will get to Zach Plesac. They had 14 hard hits against Zach Plesac the last time they saw him, and when the Sox score in the first inning, that means a win for them. They just really feel like they're clicking, and with the warmer weather, as you guys know, being in Chicago, that should heat up the bats, and that's what I'm expecting. We've been saying, well, the warm weather is keeping the ball in the park for the Sox. They have been hitting the ball hard, so these hard hit balls should finally go out. So I think they're going to be runs scored tonight for the Sox. So I'll take a run in the first inning. That's +100. We love plus money. The White Sox over 4 runs, -121. I think that they will get to Plesac. So they just need to hit 4 for that bet to void. If they score 5 or more, I'm taking home cash. Evan Luis Robert to hit a home run, +450. I wanted to take 2+ hits. I wanted to take 2+ total bases. That prop was not made available for me on PointsBet, so we're just going to ride with the home run. 7 of 13 lifetime versus Zach Plesac with a 756 slugging percentage. And the one thing is, Zach Plesac loves to pitch Luis Robert low and away, and something that Luis Robert has done fantastically at home this year, I'm pretty sure he's done it twice, is take balls to right center field for home runs. So I do think that just the way that he's being pitched by Plesac, maybe he will go the other way and take one deep. I could see it happening enough that, I think all the numbers are there. I think the vibe is there. So we're going to go Luis Robert to hit a home run. And I'm only putting $3.50 on that. It's going to be about $20 to take home if he actually hits a home run tonight. So I think it's a fairly risk-free bet. And I still have $16.50 in my bank as a little bit of a cushion for you, Lawrence.
There you go. So now, are you concerned at all that the White Sox have won 6 straight, but have not scored more than 4 runs in any of those games?
No, because we've been talking about the weather, and they've been playing in such bad weather.
Talk about the weather.
I saw Dave Matthews in concert, I think that just with the weather being better, I think that they'll score more runs. Right, they've been putting the ball in play, which is all I can ask for. So I mean, it's not like they're striking out.
The White Sox, their whole season is based around the freaking weather. It's unbelievable.
Right, but I think they've played under 50 or under 7 or 8 games under 50-degree weather, and you see all the wind just yesterday. Yeah, the wind's been crazy. So I mean, this is finally going to be normal conditions for them to play in with a pitcher they've had success against. So let's go White Sox. Cody has a pregame at 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
that reaction's amazing right there. Yeah.
We'll be there.
I love West Coast baseball.
The Padres and Cubs, you got Kyle Hendricks versus Mackenzie Gore. The Sox versus the Guardians on the south side. We got a pregame on CHGO White Sox, me and Herb at 6:30. Zach Plesac versus Michael Kopech. Thank you to Jack and Jabari and for everyone else for jumping in the chat. Thank you to the Law Dog for always being a great source of knowledge and for being a good help with the horse racing over the past weekend. We do want to give a tip of the cap to you. For Cody Delmendo, you can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you next time when we are, in fact, millionaires.